Hello, 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 welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today we're at Wisconsin International Raceway for Friday night street drags, and I got the Mustang all fresh off the dyno, turned way down because who knows what kind of power we'll actually be able to put down. But we are at the racetrack today, and I found my GoPro, so we should be able to get some footage in the car, and hopefully some out of the car too. But yeah, so we're gonna get everything unloaded today, and then we'll probably go over by tech. I kind of want to tech the car just because it's a car that'll actually pass, where all my other cars I just like write a number on the window and then sneak into the lanes, and hopefully they just don't question me. But yeah, so anyways, we're out here today and really excited. I'm stoked to get the car down the track. I think it should do fairly well. So there's the old beast. I'm gonna get her unloaded and catch up with you guys in a minute. All right, guys, just got the car all unloaded. Ryan showed up.
Spinning the tires a little bit.
So he's gonna run the Escalade. I'm gonna film for him quick while my battery charges up a little bit. I haven't charged a battery since the JJ race, so figured throw some charge into that thing, and I got my car iced down. Everything's should be ready to go. Got my GoPro mounted in the back. Just gonna maybe check the oil and stuff like that. And then make a pass right after Ryan. So I'm gonna probably leave the boost, probably run first pass on like either wastegate pressure or a little bit more than wastegate, like 5 pounds on the dome, and see what it does out the back door if it can hook. I got the tire pressure set at 16 for this first run, and yeah.
Getting down out there.
Alright guys, so that pass didn't do that good. The car spun really bad as soon as it got out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the launch RPM even more. It was at 3,200, it made 2.5 pounds of boost and it spun. I might lower the tire pressure a little bit, and I'm going to build a boost ramp. So I didn't do this before I came here. My car is just running off boost by RPM curve here. So what I'm going to try to do, and it sucks because the car has a really big, it has like, it makes 14 pounds on the gate. And 14 pounds on this car is like quite a bit of power. It makes like 750 or something on gate. So what I'm going to do is I might do this where I just modify the spark table, and I'll take probably like 4 or 5 degrees out of everywhere on the spark table until, you know, say like 6 grand or so. Just everything before 6 grand, just pull out like 100 horsepower. 4 or 5 degrees should do the trick, I'm hoping. And then just kind of taper the timing back in up top. Leave the timing up top alone, but just pull it out a lot down low. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and then I'll load that into the car. I might go down on tire pressure like I was saying, and I don't know what the car is really doing, like suspension wise. I have the shocks kind of set up in the middle. I don't know where to put them really. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get the car to go down the track A to B, and we'll see what it does. Alright, so since I have such a high wastegate spring in this car, I'm actually going to use the launch retard feature. I was just going to pull it out of the table, like the spark table, but Matt Happel actually told me, he's like, hey, just pull it out of the launch retard table. So I'm going to enable this, and then I'm going to build this up. So time is 1 second here, and then like into 2 seconds. So at 2 seconds, I'm going to set this at 0. And then I'm going to yank like 10 degrees or 12 degrees down here, and then blend this into 0. doing the laundry and everything. Fuck yeah. Woo! I felt it when it hooked. The car like wanted to drive right, but I heard that, I just felt it hooking like a mofo. That was a pass.
Circle it. Doesn't matter which way you go, but basically you're just trying to control how the tape comes out of the pack. You know, I always go tight right away with it. That way it's easier to pull it out later than it is to have to put it in.
Because you can always just yank a little more.
Exactly. So,
looks like a C4 Corvette race car and a Dodge Aston.
So, you got your
other rope.
yeah. What's happening, bud? Hey.
Aston's in, Corvette's in.
Back ready to set.
Corvette's even. I can't see the reaction time. That door was good.
So this is where I everybody wants to work. Since you have a spring style launcher for the drogue chute, you have to put this in with the pack like this.
Yep. That's how I initially packed
like
it.
That.
Yep. I had it coming out the right, but
yep.
it doesn't.
It truly does not. So if you go to an air launcher chute, this has to be put in like that because the disc that's in here for the air launcher will get caught on all this crap. So not really the end of the world.
First 10 Eagle tail in and an S10. That Eagle tail in participated in JJ's arm drop event
This is kind of where
a couple of weeks ago and raced Axeman. If you're familiar with any of the Memphis Street Outlaws guys.
use my fat.
You had more out of first money, but it wasn't enough.
Get everything in there. Pop one up. There you go. Just get it tucked right in.
Well, we're going to have to get him off the track here.
Go through the holes with both of them.
Looks like something went wrong.
I just tied a knot initially when I packed it.
Darn shame, that car was getting sick.
So, from there,
Right here?
yep. You can tighten it up really good. There you go. And then your last one. Your parachute packing doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work.
Right. I gotta let the cable back
Go
up.
ahead and do it then.
Got the Chevy
Big thing
here
with the
in the water box.
oh, watch your fingers. You all right?
500.
So the big thing that a lot of people don't do is they take this thing, and go wham, and they rip it out. Well, it'll burn the
You
string.
do have a cat.
So
The gas
Slow,
is running.
right.
pull it out nice and easy and slow, and then at this point in time,
I don't know if that's, I don't know the year that one. That's two-body style.
Tidying it up.
Looks like
yeah,
08.
and then typically
Looks like it's
a little
an 08.
crazy.
so that pass, I went to third gear like immediately. I shifted to second like as soon as the car left because I wanted to make sure it would hook. And then I grabbed third, like literally the data log is like a straight line. You can't even see the shifts because I shifted so freaking early. The red line is my RPM, and you can see the 2-3 shift right here. So top of the track, going 154, we're at about 7,200 RPM. That was about, let me see how much boost we made on that run. That was on about 19 to 20 pounds, 17 degrees. It was rolling. First time I've ever pulled a parachute. That was fucking cool as shit. I only went 151 to the 60 foot. Let me try to show you the slip here. I went 151 to the 60 foot, 124 to the 8th at a 590, 908 at 154. So my Fox body, the fastest mile an hour it ever went was 156, and I just did that on like 10 pounds less of boost with this car. So I'm gonna try to, I gotta try to get it out of the hole a little faster. Also, the launch retard did not work at all because when I went to back up, I did my burnout, then I backed up, and I hit the trans brake, which started the launch retard, and then it was the launch retard already had stopped by the time I actually took off and hit the brake again. You can only do it once. So next time I'm going to do a burnout and not use the brake to back up, and I'll just put it in reverse, which is not good for the transmission, but I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, so like I said, first pass that actually like went down and didn't spin. Terrible 60 foot is absolutely flying, and I'm like, I need like an hour cool down for myself because, ooh, that was fucking a rush. I also need a roll bar bad because I felt the car, like when it did hook, it felt like it wanted to go drive right, and the car just kind of did one of the, you know, sat on the right side, taking off. So anti-roll bars definitely in the future because I think that'll help be a little bit more stable down track too. Here's Ryan's 6,000 pound tank.
So basically a go-kart with a box.
Squirrely. forgot to turn the intercooler pump on that pass. So that was probably not good, but oh well.
.88 at 151 looks like. Like from the tires, like the tires were.
Oh, like there were sparks from the tire?
No, yeah, it was weird. It was like some.
Did you see them?
Sparks?
Yeah.
I didn't see sparks. I saw an 880 though.
Dude, it was dribbling the tire going down the track. Did you feel it? Or did you see it? Or no?
Yeah, I could see a little bit. I was
Yeah, it
more
was like,
worried about filming than watching the car, but 880. You were down mile an hour too, like 152 or something?
Yeah, I'll have to see what I made for boost. Still went 126 and a half to the fucking 570.
Yeah, that's good. So you're starting with this car almost where you ended with the other car.
Yeah, literally. Third pass in and it's fucking 880. Oh, I ran through the
So
water.
next pass is going to be a 7.
Yeah, that's like almost just wastegate pressure too.
Right, you're still on like 16 pounds?
That was probably 18.
18?
I'll have to see what that made. It did feel down.
Yeah.
So.
Favorite years? Ugliest years.
You guys know who that is?
Who, the guy taking a picture?
Right here.
No,
down here. That's Hunter. He just got that car together and tuned it and made a 2017 to the rear wheels.
Oh, really?
Turbo car, yeah. Fucking scooting.
151, right? Yeah, it says 151,
Wow.
right?
All right, guys, so we just went 880, pulling the tire 100 feet out, and Ryan also just went 1190 in the school bus. So 6,100 pounds this thing weighs, and he went
9, 124.
124 mile an hour in this fucking tank. That's flying. So yeah, we're gonna review the logs, kind of see what the car did, what I did in the driver's seat, go over this thing a little bit more, and just grow from here. I mean, third time to pass with the car, and we're already in the 8's. We're literally a 10th off of where my Fox was 3 passes in. So very happy about that. Car's doing good. I tightened up all the shocks, and I haven't gotten the car to spin yet. So I think tightening up those shocks really helped tremendously. So yeah. Anyways, we'll catch you guys in a minute. Also, on that last pass, my GoPro died, so I couldn't get anything in the car, but my rear view mirror fell off, and that's where my 3.5-inch dash was attached to, so I was kicking that thing going down, doing an 880, dribbling the front tire because it was up in the air, and the damn Terminator was laying on the ground, or the dash was. So I got to do some cleanup work with this car, but fuck. Hell yeah, brother. Back home now. What a night. Black Betty did really good for its first time out. I mean, we raced the JJ race, but it was pretty much a shit show with this car because it had a 410 gear and it just wasn't really set up right, and no prep, with no idea what I was doing with this car. It probably went like a high 9 maybe at the no prep. Tonight there was a little bit of prep out there. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And car went 880 at 151 mile an hour. Would have been 156, but I think I lifted early, and it was a little funny because I pulled the chute and I noticed that the chute wasn't deploying because I have to adjust my cable length on the parachute. So I either got to trim it down or I have to adjust the length of it because it's too long right now. So I have to throw the cable or the handle. I have to freaking really throw the handle, and I got to adjust it, so I just got to tap it kind of thing. That would be a lot easier and make sure that the chute comes out every time. But it was really cool. Thanks to Evan for helping me get my feet wet with packing the parachute. That was really cool. And it was really cool throwing the parachute because, hey, Roxy, leave it. She's chasing a bird right now. Yeah, so anyways, the car did fucking amazing. 155, almost 156 mile an hour on 20 pounds of boost. I forgot to turn the intercooler pump on for one of the passes, which I gotta make sure that's on. Don't want to burn this thing down. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I tightened the suspension, so like the shocks, it has single adjustable strange shocks on it. And the first couple passes, it was spinning pretty bad because all the shocks were set full loose. So I went almost full tight on all the shocks, and the car is totally different now and seems way more stable going down track, more composed. It just goes down the racetrack way better. It just feels less sketchy. Also, the last pass that it did make, I did pedal it. I don't know why I pedaled it. I don't think it spun, but when I got back in the throttle, that fucking thing picked the wheels up on not from the launch either, like literally from pedaling the car and it coming back into power, it pulled the wheel off the ground, and I hung the tire for like 100 feet. Yeah, it was a crazy feeling. It was really cool. Had I not pedaled that pass, that 880 pass, it probably would have went a 70 or a 60. It was rolling. Roxy thought so too, you know. But yeah, super happy. I can't wait to get back out. Now that the suspension's a little bit more figured out, I kind of know where to put the shocks a little bit better, and I have a guy actually sending me an anti-roll bar, so I'm probably going to put that on. I'm going to plug all the holes on the firewall because, well, I did put this car together in not very much time, and there's holes in the firewall, and a firewall is supposed to be, well, a firewall. So I got to build something to cover all the holes in case something does happen in the engine bay or back by the battery or anything like that. I got to have a barrier between the firewall and me, or between the engine bay and me, and between the battery and me. So I'm going to build that stuff probably this coming week. I got a couple cars I'm tuning, and hopefully just get it all done, get back out and enjoy racing once again. So I also have some Grom content coming soon. I just got my engine cases back for my green Grom because I'm going even bigger on the motor. If you guys want to see more stuff with the data logs and more like data tuning stuff, let me know. I'm still kind of figuring this car out, but it's coming around pretty quick. So yeah, if you guys want to see like dedicated videos for that stuff, let me know. But also congratulations to Ryan for running an 11 in a school bus. his Escalade. It was that thing is flying. So for how big it is, it probably has the same exact power as this car, but it weighs twice as much. So it only goes 11s versus this car being half the weight goes 8s. So if that tells you anything about weight and how important it is in a race car, that's definitely something to think about. So without further ado, we're gonna get out of here for the night, and have a great night and a better tomorrow, guys. We'll see you later.